day everyone, I am Maria Isabel A. Maambang and I am taking the Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Filipino in Christian Colleges of Southeast Asia. I believe I am a child of God and my existence has a purpose on His hands. I am a sensitive person but easy to be with. I am funny and talkative at the same time. I love to read books, watch K-dramas, and listen to K-pop and Christian music. As a born-again Christian, I believe that Jesus is my Lord and Savior. My friends usually describe me as moody, sensitive, and talkative person. In Proverbs 19:21, it says that many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. Everyone has its own purpose, and I believe my purpose is in God's hands. I believe the reason of God why He allows me to get up every morning is to praise and worship Him, and to spread His word and to become the living testimony of His goodness and greatness. I believe also that one of my purpose is to give a better life for my family, especially to my mother, a better life and future after I finish my profession. And lastly, I believe that one of my purpose is to become a teacher. I believe being a teacher is one of my greatest purpose that God prepared for me, because I love to teach and I want to become one of the reasons for a good and better generation. In Jeremiah 29:11, it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a good future." I believe my future and destiny is in God's hand. I believe His plans for me is better than my plan for myself, where I have freedom, peace, and full of love. In Psalms 108 in verse 8, it says, "It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence on man." I believe the root cause of human suffering is not trusting on God, in not allowing Him to move in your life. I believe the remedy of the human suffering is to kneel down, be humble, and pray to God, and ask Him for strength and guidance. Because with God, we can do everything. As it says in Luke 1 verse 37, "With God, nothing shall be impossible." In Proverbs 3:5-6, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your path." We become happy when we get what we want and depend our love and security to someone. To become well and happy, we should not depend our happiness to anyone other than God, because God will never leave you, forsake you, and disappoint you. He will give you joy and happiness. To live well and happy, we should delight ourselves to the Lord, because if we do it, He will give us the desires of our heart, as stated in Psalms 37 verse 4. "Delight yourselves into the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." If there are things that He wouldn't allow, it is because He has much bigger and better plan for us. Sometimes, God says no on the things that we ask. It's because He knows that it could harm us or broke us, or become a reason for us to forget Him and be far from Him. Always remember that all God wants is for us to become successful, happy, and full of prosperity that would give us hope and better future. When God says no, obey Him. When God says wait, trust Him.